Hi, I'm Lily. Today I'm going to read you The Beast and the Bethany. Today I'm going to tell you the page 28 to 34. Let's read it. In order to get around this problem, what problem? I told you yesterday. Soon complaints mounted up, and Ebenezer was dragged back to the car by a security guard the lizard lady had brought with her. He finally accepted the fact that he would have to think of something else when he received a lifetime ban notice from the head zookeeper. In order to around this problem, Ebenezer decided to set up his own sweet store. He got to the beast to vomit out a banner which read, Mr. Ebenezer Tweezer's Candy Palace, and he set up a table on the street filled with all manner of sweet goodness that he sprinkled with sleeping powder so that he could easily transport the children to the beast's attic. For a short while, Ebenezer's first customer arrived. It was a 12-year-old named Odero Barnacle, who was in possession of the world's third largest set of nostrils. They were wide enough to each hold a small orange. Well, what do we have here? asked. Well, what do we have here? asked Audra. He bent over Ebenezer's table and took a deep sniff of each of the sweet things on offer. We have licorice, all sorts, Catherine Wheels, strawberry fannies, and shepherd pips, banana bonbons, the whole party. Audra sniffed again. The rims of his nostrils swelled and shrank greedily upon his nose. This is the strongest selection I've seen in a while. Congratulations, Mr. Twizzler, said Audra. He was equally confident in his ability to speak to grown-ups as if he were one. How much will I cost if I purchased a sample of each one? 253 pounds and 62 pence, answered Ebenezer a little too quickly. Oh, it's too expensive. He wasn't used to dealing with money because he normally relied on the best, so he didn't really know how much things cost. Arthur took his nostrils and the rest of his head steadily from side to side and walked away from Mr. Ebenezer's Tweezer's Candy Palace. Ebenezer chased after him. Sorry, I got that all wrong. I meant to say 85 pounds and 94 pence. What a bargain, he said. Still Arthur continued to walk away, so Ebenezer offered the sweets to him for free. Then he offered to pay Arthur to eat them. How much will you give me? asked Andrew. 746 pounds, suggested Ebenezer. Well, clearly your sweets can't be good then. Good day, Mr. Tweezer. Arthur marched back home with his nostrils held high in the air and refused to return. Ebenezer resumed his position behind the table, helped himself to Catherine well, and pondered whether he should remain outside. He promptly fell asleep, face first into a strawberry fancy before he remembered the sleeping powder. Ebenezer ate that he made, but it has a sleeping powder, so he fell asleep. 7 hours later, in time with the sunrise, Ebenezer sat up. Somewhat chilly from his night on the street, he decided that he had but I don't know. He had had quite enough of this sweet shop business. There has to be an easier way, he said crossly to himself. For the first time in his life, Ebenezer was sad that he didn't have a family of his own. It would have saved so much time and energy, and he could have just fed one of his children to a beast. He went back to the house, changed clothes, ate some truffles on toast, and climbed into his car. He drove straight to the bird shop, where the bird keeper was busy feeding some parrot at their breakfast. Good morning, Mr. Tweezer. Ah, Mr. Tweezer, said the birdkeeper. So happy to see you. I have an awful dream about Patrick last night. I dreamed he was screaming for my help. Ain't everything wrong with him, is there? He was a bit uncomfortable last night, said Ebenezer, but I think it was just indigestion. That's all over now, thankfully. He hasn't screamed at all today. Oh, good. There's such a relief. I was so worried, said the bird keeper. So what can I do for you? Are you looking for a bird? Are you looking to buy a friend for the parrot? In a way, yes. I'm looking for someone who will join Patrick in his new home. Well, I got loads of them here. I have some sorty finches come in last week. Would you like to see them? I actually have something in mind already, said Ebenezer. It's a bit of an unusual request. I was wondering whether you might have any children for sale. Did you say canary? No, I said children. I'm not fussy about size, and I don't really mind whether it's a boy and a girl. Right. The bird keeper took a quick look around the shop. Sorry, mate. I don't think we got any of those. Got a lovely little cocktail at a very reasonable price. If that works, or a half moon hour? No, thank you. I only want a child. How about the one who came in here yesterday? I believe her name was Bogo. No, it was Bethany. But that girl's name was Bethany, but she had Bug off too. Look at this. Bug off. Oh, okay. So let's read it quickly. Where? Bug-off, never seen her before last night, I'm afraid, and I hope I never see her again. The backpack turned out to be broken in several places, and the biscuit was far too soggy, said the bird keeper, shaking his head. I see, said Ebenezer. I suppose I will have to try elsewhere. Wait, oh no. Wait a moment, said the bird keeper as Ebenezer started to leave. Why are you wanting a child? It's just something I need. My life depends on it, said Ebenezer. Oh, how sweet. I remember my wife and I felt the same before we had a little Tommy. A child is a wonderful thing, said the bird keeper. This little Tommy, would you be willing to depart with him? I will pay whatever price you ask, said Ebenezer. He's not for sale, said the bird keeper. My wife would kill me. Well, it was worth the shot, thought Ebenezer. He started making his way towards the door again. His shoulders were slumped, and he was feeling very sorry for himself. Oh, he said, the bird keeper, you can't give up just like that. I don't really know what else I can do, said Ebenezer. There are too many parents at the zoo. Ah, the bird keeper frowned. Haven't you tried an orphanage? The what? Said Ebenezer. It was a word he had never heard before. Yeah, you should try the orphanage. 3 streets down, Mr. Fizwick runs it, and she got dozens of little ones who need a home. But what about the parents? Asked Ebenezer. That's the whole point. These children ain't got no parents. The parents are dead, or lost, or just not around. Ebenezer was surprised. He had no idea that people had such sad lives. Do you think I'd be able to get one by Saturday? He asked to the bird keeper. Don't see why not. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Ebenezer opened his wallet and threw a wide load of cash and the bird keeper to thank him for the very excellent advice. You're a lifesaver. Oh, sorry. You're a lifesaver. Ebenezer ran out of the shop and jumped back into his car. All he had to do now was find the orphanage. Bye!